What's up, guys? Matthew getting ready to watch Season 6, Episode 10 of The Sopranos. This season, thus far, again, this is the 10th episode of the season, I repeat, and I think this is my favorite season, so let's see if that continues. Last episode, we had a great Paulie episode, Chris episode as well. I'm loving this show, man. You guys know me. I'm going to yap a lot throughout, and I'm going to yap a lot at the end, so I do want to hop straight into it. If you guys do like the video, please drop a like and leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I have got the full-length reactions up on Patreon. By now, I am already completely finished The Sopranos over on my Patreon. Check it out if you're interested. $10 a month. And finally, and most importantly, if you enjoy my content, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. Again, it really does help me out. Let's get into it.
They even tracked down the 180 grand in Boca Raton under your father's.
God damn. I mean, you should expect this shit. They're thorough.
Well, Ginny lives on scraps.
Between your cash and portfolios with Fidelity and Vanguard, your 401k and severance parachute from S&E Scaffolding, condo in Deal Beach at $450, Maserati, Ginny's Yukon, and the house and its contents valued at $1.2 million.
Is this all part of your plan, Ron? Make me so
I'm just telling you.
Let me explain something to you again, Ron. But differently. Being a rat, where I'm coming from,
Worse sin.
that's like asking a person where you're coming from to become a fucking Nazi.
Bacala's got no fucking genes at all.
You never miss a chance to shit on him, do you?
I'm joking. Come on. She looks like you, that's all.
I don't know why you just can't admit that you blame us that you got shot.
Unfortunately, I have only myself to blame.
Should have cut it out earlier.
You don't blame me for the shooting? Well, you fucking blame me for something.
Jan, the baby.
You know, marrying the boss,
It's a baby.
usually it's a step up. But you keep your goddamn foot on our necks. You punish Bobby because he's my husband.
Can he handle more?
Be his age and not to be a captain.
Oh, now I see what this little visit's all about.
He works so hard for you. And what does he get? Merciless ridicule. About his weight, about his model railroading.
He's a grown man.
Let him have some fun.
I don't know where it comes from. All your anger, your hate for me.
Jealousy that she left?
I'm your sister.
She had the
I
balls?
know I'm not perfect. I know I annoy people.
Look, Janice, you're my baby in my heart. You know.
Lying in that hospital bed.
Aw, manipulate him a little more. Yeah, I believe there's some truth to it, but I also believe it's manipulation. You know what I mean? That's why I love Janice. That's why she may end up being a top 5 character by the end of the show for Sopranos.
But we both know, no matter how much help I gave,
Always gonna want more?
you'd still be here fucking complaining.
Oh my God. There's nothing holding us together but DNA.
A bunch of babies arguing. That baby's the most mature person in this room.
I can't believe this.
My boyfriend's here?
I was, Is this what you're doing all day? I knew there was a reason you wouldn't let me read the galleys of your book.
I'm doing research.
I guess Rocky Marciano was a fan of the Greyhounds, because I found a fucking trifecta box ticket in my trash.
Being kicked to the curb?
It's complicated shit.
Are you even a sports writer?
I mean, here we are talking about taking the
Vito,
next
you
step
have
in this relationship.
you have the perfect catch. You need to protect this. How much time has passed?
Fuck this. Nice knowing you, Vincent. Jimbo, come on. I'm not a writer, okay?
I'm a government agent.
I'm actually from New Jersey.
Stop! I'm gonna be honest. Stop giving information. I knew it. You look like a Jerseyan.
My home, my contracting business, my wife, my kids.
Are you drunk? It's not even 11 o'clock.
You think it's easy? I miss home so bad my heart's a fucking lump. I'm barely holding together.
Aww.
The sticks running out of money, and now this? You think I was looking for you?
Look.
Wife and kids, of course.
I've been divorced for a few years.
Where do they think you are?
You can never tell anybody.
Don't
Ever.
say that. I'm scared.
Down here.
I was married too, remember? I was only gonna say, you need some money. You work construction. Maybe I can help you get work. I know some people could always use a good handyman.
No, he's fucking dead.
Hi, Sal.
not his decision to make. I'm running that shop, not him.
Jesus, Ange. I respect the hustle. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I've always loved this place.
Oh my god. Oh, this is the dream, man. Whoa, whoa. Sitting in between these two guys.
Dinner was good.
Of course it was. You can never run away from the fat.
Rafe's brother's making a music video. They got dry ice.
Where's your helmet?
I'm a man now.
Race. The Polar Express one.
Little busy loser, Dad. I got better things to do with my life.
You were going to talk to the building inspector.
How many months has it been?
My spec house.
Oh, yeah. I sent little Paulie. Now, he made some headway with the supervisor, but the other guy, the inspector, he's a piece of work.
So, do something about it.
On account of John's liquidity problems, the asset freeze,
Yeah.
he'd love you to contact these brothers, the owners,
Like payout?
and turn it into cash.
Me?
Says Phil Leotardo shouldn't be involved.
That's the smartest thing Stacks ever thought. So how do I think it's just gonna be a gunshot to the head, or how gruesome is his death gonna be?
You know, your father did this house, and it was more than decent workmanship.
Yes, argue. Yes, argue.
You think about replacing him before you rush off into something that could maybe cost you a lot more of your time.
Why do you suddenly care so much about my dad?
Easier?
And I like that she has these little projects and charities, what have you. Makes her happy.
I just like them better when I can completely control them or understand them, or... This is too much.
Even in bed, she's a million miles away. I would financially back her spec house, and she would have more of a don't ask, don't tell policy towards my work and my recreational life outside of the home.
But you tell me there hasn't been much recreating since the shooting.
No. And that's okay.
For now, I will of course return to my ways. Be honest with you, I've been needing to fuck some hoolas so badly.
Anyway, she was all upset. She said that I was mean to her and her husband.
I was mean to her.
What did you say?
Well, that doesn't matter, because she's right. I love it when I can take a shit on her and her husband.
At least I love the honesty.
Even when they told me that Uncle June might need diapers, I thought about Bobby having to change them. I still get a kick out of it.
Way to get back at Janice for leaving?
You two have never really gotten along.
Well, not never. She was my older sister. I thought she was pretty cool. She gave it back to my mother. Let me tell you, that was some heroic...
Defended you.
Please. With every man for himself.
No.
Remember one time my parents left her in charge.
Traumatic core memory.
Well, she stood in the hallway and she tape recorded me and Bob having a fight. And she held that cassette tape over my head for a month.
Damn.
Fucking extortion. Made me make a bed.
I bet she handed that shit in anyway, too.
Did you do that to Barbara, too?
Well, that's not the fucking point. I've been coming here, what, I don't know, 5 years now, and you still don't understand what it means to tape somebody in my family? You still don't fucking get this?
Listen, as far as that thing goes, the coffee with the chicory.
Oh, brother.
Our friend with the stomach.
Ah, the fat fuck, yes.
Yeah, all right. Just say the thing I asked you to do. You gonna get it for me?
Yes. Bad news is that he wants 10 cups for himself, not 7.
Fine. Whatever. That's not that big of a difference.
Pastor's trap standing on a milk crate. Anybody go get him? There's an arcing wire hanging.
About to be a hero? What you doing?
Way to go, Vince.
Oh my god.
Tell you.
Fuck you, the guy who's gonna get cooked.
What are you trying to be, a big man?
Back the fuck off.
What the fuck, Jim? Boys, calm down.
Okay, now let's cut
The
the...
little boyfriend's quarrel.
I gotta say, I thought you guys were morons for doing this shit, but now I can see it's a fucking rush.
You should join the department. That'd be good.
Look at that fucking that smirk across the table.
Every day it's there. You have to have a passion, really.
But I got these bad hips. I'm supposed to have surgery.
Well, this is all bullshit talk anyway. You're probably gonna forget this crap hole the minute you hear from your publisher.
Yes.
Hey, Dots. $5 a point. Who's in?
Nah, it's almost midnight.
Fuck you guys going?
That was fucking quick. I thought we were rocking.
Did great.
Back where I come from, the night's just starting.
We're hardworking, normal ass men. We ain't got time for that shit.
Get a joint.
Nothing good ever fucking happens.
Damn. 3 G's?
You got what you want. Please don't, I got kids.
Yo, man, look at his
Oh,
mouth.
fucking slaughter these guys.
Do him now.
Jesus, no. Please. No, please.
Fuck you doing, man? Why you pull that trigger?
Jesus Christ. Did he get grazed or did he just lose a fucking eye?
No, I'm doing this as a favor to John. And I don't need another headache. So do we got a problem here?
No, sir. I'm buying a boat.
Fancy yourself a businessman? Would you sell now with all that money pouring into Narlands?
John Sacramone asked me to.
Well, we're very different people.
Damn.
The cancer?
You're his only.
Absolutely.
You believe this Paulie fucker has got cancer?
Anyway, Bobby's vision's fucked now. They're hoping the repair will take him. He could be a candidate for cornea.
Jesus Christ.
Candidate for brain transplant.
All he was thinking about was straightening out for the week.
Yeah. Fuck that honor and loyalty shit. It was a maneuver, Carlo. Because he knew it was his own fucking fault.
Still made it.
What?
Motherfuckers wouldn't have made it.
Have you seen the discovery evidence?
You came to us. My client insists that the house is off limits. He wants his wife provided for.
So what do you have in mind?
Renee, again, the shit that has nothing to do with him. The house, her IRA, the Yukon, the deed on the daughter's condo. And 12 years.
For conspiracy to commit murder. Get back to me when you're sober, Ron.
He a boss for trying to get his wife set up like that. I ain't gonna lie.
Where you going?
Out.
He cool now.
I'm going to Eric's. Watch the Chargers.
What channel's that on?
Some people aren't too cheap to buy the satellite package.
Sit down. This is a Giants house.
I hate the fucking Giants.
You what?
What we say about that language?
AJ didn't have to come to Sunday dinner.
AJ has a job. Do you want to go get a job? Go ahead. But first, go get your last report card and read it out loud to everybody. No, I thought so. Now go finish your Spanish report before dinner.
That's fucking good. Even the kid looking down on him a little bit, but the mom, Janice, did good.
That is terrible.
Yeah, it is, but Jesus Christ, it's one thing after another with her family.
You mean the bad luck? Or do you feel like somehow they deserve...
I get a heart on it every time something like this happens.
Guys your age are always buying me ice cream, giving me baseball cards, kissing my ass to get and go with her.
Sounds a little like jealousy.
No guy wants his sister to be the town pump.
You weren't sexually threatened?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's normal, not sick, that she functioned as the focus of your early sexual feelings. In fact, it was...
His fucking face.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I fought it out with my mother and finally took off.
You feel betrayed?
You could.
What if you had taken off?
Well, that never would have happened, because I wasn't like that. I did what I was told.
You chill, she has the balls. To stand up, yell at her kids.
The trip's over, and she's back, and she's one of us, and she wants her peace. Well, let me tell you, she gets nothing, because I got the scars.
He sounds like fucking Chuck McGill right now. Oh my god.
What are you doing?
Cooking. How was the call?
Perfect housewife right here.
Then, pork chops and vinegar peppers.
Oh, I don't want to see this shit.
I can see why.
You gonna come home, face the fucking cheers?
Was a real dick.
Yeah.
Only because I was worried, you know? Something could happen to you.
This obviously, it's romantic, but it's a false reality. You know what I mean? Like it can't end happy. This is
Johnny Cakes.
It's a walk through fucking sugar and rainbow and unicorns and shit like that, and we know the hard fucking reality.
Don't look at your watch. Not yet. Save it.
Not build for it.
Maybe 5 up. Don't look.
This is great.
When you've eaten the last pint, this fucking day is halfway gone. $11:30. Has to be.
I've never seen like inner monologue like this before. This is great.
Even 11:45.
Bro, it's like fucking 9:05.
Fuck me!
Vaughn, did he leave?
Vincent!
No.
$45K in equity from the girl's variable life insurance and Jenny's IRA, which is worth about 110 grand.
Okay.
That's it.
That's pretty good. It's a fuck situation anyway, but
fucking years.
You're a young man. In 15 years, you'll be 67.
Oh man, whole life ahead of him.
That IRA of Ginny's, she worked the tie counter at Wanamaker's. That's where we met.
Why do I want to cry? Dude, this, oh my god, man. Jesus. He might kill himself, I ain't even gonna lie. I mean, going back is killing himself.
I don't even know what he's thinking lately. He spends more time at Jeffrey's apartment than with me.
He do not care. He is not equipped for this conversation.
Off together, I've seen such a selfish side. How come
He don't care about this at all.
that?
Yeah, food's more important. Go grab it, come on. You know you want to grab that food, come on.
Maybe he thought you wanted him to go. I mean, you did say it.
Or maybe subconsciously he's done. We sleep together at Jeffrey's apartment, and Finn sleeps on the floor half the time, and I'm right there for.
Oh my god, this scene is this whole season.
Showing some guy you can't expect
Living
him
in
to
what? Jesus Christ.
You just like them.
You talk to your mother about
That fucking microwave might be the most annoying microwave I've ever seen.
I'll go on Friday when the schedules are looser.
Well, don't.
I need it cleared up now. My life is falling apart here. Oh, Jesus. Uh-oh. We going into a fucking quarry? A wall? A tree?
You all right?
What the fuck you doing parked out here?
Oh, brother.
How come your airbag didn't go off?
Somebody took it out. They sold it.
Sold it? Who would do such a thing?
This fucking NPC.
Look, I'm really sorry. I was in a rush.
So you admit it was your fault?
Yeah.
You got a wire on you? What do you...
Look, I took the worst of it.
And then you call your insurance on me? No, thank you.
I'm not gonna do that. 6?
Look, I don't want an argument here. My place is just up the drive there. We'll call the police. They'll come right out.
Oh, let's kill him. No. You gonna cause a goddamn pileup? Like, oh, Jesus, dude. You see, I told you guys. I said this a couple episodes ago, you know what I mean? How much I was loving Vito and, like, falling into it, but, like, I know who Vito is. I know what Vito, you know what I mean? He's not a good person. He's never been a good person. And he's sort of purposefully turned away from what could have been a good life.
He changed the terms.
What, a bigger piece for his fat mouth?
No, smaller, actually. but it's the house. He wants you to unload it to his sister at a reduced price. Half, actually.
Ouch.
He'll knock 2% off his finder's fee, and he'll make sure those pricks sell.
I guess beggars can't be choosers. I gotta sell the idea to Ginny somehow.
Look, I know you're disappointed, but I just got to put this out there.
You just gotta move on.
Sell it. You get a good price. 30% return on your investment.
So that's it? You just give up? I don't think I ever heard that before.
Well, look, the guy said no. How far you want to push this thing?
Oh, brother.
Or a large diameter.
You gonna rub it in her face? Jesus. Like, you know, that's why I love The Sopranos, because I shouldn't care. I shouldn't be like, oh, I feel bad for her, because you know what I mean? But, oh my God.
Could have been worse. He could have flipped.
Are you fucking kidding me? You don't ever admit the existence of this thing. Ever.
He should have stood trial like a man.
I did 20 fucking...
Wah.
Johnny Sack pleaded guilty. It was just on the radio. He got 15 years.
Like 13 with good behavior, right? I don't know.
I think that piece of shit was my friend once. Hope he dies in there.
Oh, bro.
You know how this looks?
Probably done the
I
same
wish
shit.
I was on the courthouse steps to throw acid in his face. Just to distance myself. Excuse me, Tony?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I've been meaning to ask you, I was just wondering about the Sacramone place.
What about
it? You gonna do it for eternity.
Mr. Sacramone is guilty. Do you think I can maybe take him off my route?
What the fuck did you just say, Sal?
Don't beat him up.
So about the yard.
You believe this fucking guy?
He's got balls.
I just wanted to say...
Are we gonna have a close moment? Are we gonna fuck?
Welcome.
Come on, I want a hug. Give me a hug.
No one's ever done something so...
It's okay, Janice.
Hit her over the fucking head with the bottle.
Really?
Honey, you got the wine?
Oh, she's...
We're almost ready. Hey, what happened?
You're not invited, dude.
No one knows what goes on in my head. What's the matter?
I can't take it seriously. Yeah, I don't want to get cringy. I have goosebumps, you know what I mean? Just thinking about the episode. And the season as a whole, like... This is good. This is great. I'm so happy because... I don't know how to explain it. And, if you guys have been listening to my discussions for these 6 seasons with me, it's been a very strong debate for me between which one I like more, The Wire or The Sopranos. And I still probably think, I don't know, I need to rewatch The Wire. I've only watched The Wire once. I watched it like a year ago. Maybe 2 years ago at this point, to be quite honest. I don't know. It's going to be a tough decision. But I think that this 6th season might be the thing that takes it home for The Sopranos in that regard, to put it above The Wire for me. It's been fucking phenomenal. Like every single episode of this 6th season has been excellent. And I don't have to tell you guys, I've said it 200 times. The Sopranos is the most consistent show I've ever watched. So, like, it isn't something that's, like, new or, like, oh, all the previous seasons sucked. This is the only good one. I'm not saying that, but, like, it's so fulfilling, if this makes any sense, to watch an all-time great show and see that its final season is excellent, is top tier, is 10 out of 10. It's so... like relieving for that to be the case, you know what I mean? Because I know you think about something like The Wire, and I don't think that the 5th season, the final season of The Wire, is bad by any stretch. I think if you call it a bad season of TV, you're fucking lying to yourself. You know what I mean? I think it's great. But it is a step, or even a half a step below the other seasons of the show, in terms of, like, the elegance of the writing, if that makes any sense. But this, to me, is a step up. I have absolutely... loved the Vito storyline. Like, I've loved it, and I'll talk more specifics into it. But I think this might have been, I don't know. I think this might have been my favorite episode Vito related. You know what I mean? I feel like, live free or die. He's dying. He is. I would assume that he's gonna immediately get shot in the head. You know what I mean? In some, and it isn't gonna be like some epic. No, it's gonna be a fucking pop. You know what I mean? A wimpy pop. It's not gonna. There's gonna be no importance of it, no anything of it. He had everything, and he just couldn't let it happen. He couldn't handle it. He couldn't be happy with it. To me, it's like heartbreaking. You know what I mean? Not as in like, oh, Vito, I love him. He's such a good person. No, it's just, what a fucking idiot. Oh my, he's dead. He's fucking dead, dude. And I would even argue too, like, I don't even think it's like obviously he misses his wife. Well, he misses his wife, he misses his kids, okay? Like, just because he's gay or bi or whatever, he you know what I mean? Even if it was completely gay and didn't like women at all, okay? He has a wife, there's a connection there. So I would assume he misses his life, like he was talking about. He talked about how much it was eating away at him at the beginning of the episode. But at the same time, I'm also sure that he loved Johnny Cakes. You know what I mean? There was a true and genuine passion and romance, it felt like. But I would almost argue that he accepted that part. He was okay with the romance. He just couldn't. He couldn't be a fucking normal ass citizen in New Hampshire. You know what I mean? He couldn't. The allure of the mafia, the grandiose nature of it, the dirty, grimy, like, it's funny, you can't really quantify like if a job's easier or whatever, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna say which is easier, to be a fucking mafioso, member or whatever, or a fucking blue collar worker. I'm not gonna tell you which one's harder to do, because I don't have any experience on the other side. But I feel like when you were, I feel like it's a big thematic, thing in this show. When you're a part of the life, that's all you know. You know what I mean? He can't pivot at that point, or at least he can't let himself think about pivoting. He's stuck in his ways, and he tried to fight. He tried to fight the urge. He tried to fucking fight it, and it's gonna end up horribly. And I would assume it's, again, to me, absolutely wrong. I could be absolutely proven wrong, and I'm not saying that, like, if I am proven wrong, it's a shit decision or anything like that. But I would have to be led to believe that Vito's storyline is a microcosm or a parallel or a foreshadowing of what will happen with Tony. I've spoken about, a lot, in the Vito heavy episodes. They're all Vito heavy episodes if he's showing up. You know what I'm saying? In all the Vito heavy episodes of this season, I feel like I've done a good job at making and connecting and finding some parallels to Tony's storyline. And I think this is les pistes de résistance. You know what I mean? I wouldn't. Let me try to. I want to get some real specific with my theories. Obviously, I've been saying it for seasons upon seasons. Tony's dying at the end of this. You know what I mean? Like, he's dying at the end of this. I would not be shocked if he returns back to the Whoas. You know what I mean? In a major way. You know what I mean? In a very public and major way. And it, again, almost like a microcosm of this. Fucks up his marriage again. His kids fucking hate him. And then that could lead to him fucking dying in some sort of way. I don't know exactly how now, but you know what I mean? I feel like it's a... Vito's storyline is a microcosm of what Tony is experiencing throughout the entire season. I'm a microcosm, and the Vito storyline has taken a large portion of the season so far, so it's not like it's like a one episode little stretch thing, but that's the way I'm kind of viewing it now, because again, live free or die. He's fucking dying. He's dying. And again, I think most Sopranos, I know some of you guys, I'm going to be honest, are kind of fucking stupid, but I think most Sopranos fans understand what I mean when I talk about like the morality and like how complex the characters are. in the sense of, I've never said that Vito is a good guy. I've never said that he's an angel. I've never said any of that. But I've talked about how this show just makes you fucking root for, or fall for, or feel close to, or empathize with, or anything like that. And Vito this season has, you know what I mean? Again, I don't need to say the basic stuff. I would assume that 99% of you feel the same way, but something as simple as a fucking guy liking nudes, okay? A guy wanting to diddle with penises. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't affect my life at all. It doesn't affect my opinion of someone. It doesn't affect, like, anything. You do what you want to do with your life. So that idea of him being so, I don't want to say discriminated against, so, like, people wanting to kill him for it, it's just an immediately like, oh, I root for him so much. You know what I mean? But he kills people. He's a part of the mafia. He essentially spits on this perfect life that he could have had so he could return to it. It's like, it's a Tonyism. You know, it's a Tony Sopranoism. You see him doing good, and then he just does bad after bad after bad. And you think that you're like, oh, it's like a toxic relationship. This show with all the characters, especially Tony, it's like a toxic relationship. You know, he spits in my face, he cheats in front of me. I'm like Carmela. I'm like the Carmela in the relationship. He spits on me, he disrespects me, he makes fun of me, he cheats in front of me. And I think to myself in my head, oh, fuck him. I'm never going to speak to him again. I'm never going to like him again. I'm never going to do any of this. And then the next episode, I'm fucking in love. And it's just a repeating cycle with literally every single character in the show. And I've never experienced that to that degree in fiction before. Like, it's really fucking good, man. I loved the Janice focus. You guys know how much I love Janice. And I cannot wait to do my end of show rankings, and I'll probably do my top 10 characters. I'll probably take time and order them as well after the finale. But you guys know, and I've stood by this. We're talking highest peaks of the show. We're talking highest peaks. Number one is by far Livia in season 1. And season 2, but mainly season 1. Livia is my goat. She's still my favorite character. She will never be surpassed. I love Livia. Okay. Number 4 through like 7 is, you know what I mean, people like Richie and Tony and Carmela and all these elite fucking characters that I absolutely love. But 2 and 3, it's Ralphie and it's Janice. So I'm talking peaks. I'm talking season 2 Janice. Okay. Season 2 Janice might be my second favorite character, or second favorite peak of the entire show. That's how much I loved season 2 Janice. You guys go back and watch those reactions. You guys know how much I loved season 2 Janice. Because she was fucking Livia. You know what I mean? She was playing the Livia role. Ralphie, I think probably, it's close between Ralphie seasons 3 and 4 and Janice, to be quite honest. But both of them are elite for me. But, like, you guys know how much I love Janice. You guys know how much I love / again, I can fucking hate and laugh at and cringe, and it's awkward, it's laughable, but it's just so Janice, you know what I mean? The fucking crying. Like, is she grateful? Yes, but at the same time, like, it's one of those things, like, you don't like to agree with the devil. Tony saying, I could give you everything you'd ever wanted and you'd still be here complaining. That's probably true. That's 100% true. But like I said, I'm sure that there was feelings of gratefulness, and you know what I mean. But also, it's like fake. It's like manipulation. It's like crying. It's like, I don't know. It's like giving Tony a fucking participation trophy for being a sibling. You know what I mean? It's great, man. Nothing good ever happens to Bobby, bro. Nothing good has ever happened to Bobby. Oh man, I love Janice. I love Janice so fucking much. The crying, the everything about her. She's just so iconic for me. You know, I remember, you know, when I started season 2, I had heard of Janice Soprano. And not like I'm not talking like built up for years or anything like that. I would probably say like maybe, you know, 2 or 3 months before I started watching The Sopranos, when I was getting ready to see it, or I was, you know, keeping my eyes out for any Sopranos information or anything like that because I was about to start the show. I had heard that Janice was like the most hated character. Janice and AJ were like the two most like everyone fucking despises them. And in AJ's regards, seasons 1 through 4, obviously he's a kid, he's a teenager. Like you obviously get fucking annoyed at him. I didn't really like overtly hate him for the first 4 seasons. Season 5 AJ fucking pissed me off. Season 6 AJ I don't hate him. He's just kind of bummy. But Janice? I love Janice. I loved her in season 2. Season 3 was a weak spot. I called that out during season 3. After season 3, like season 3 was a huge weak spot for Janice for me. She was barely in the show, and even when she was, there was like, that's the weird religious season. You know what I mean? I didn't enjoy that, to be quite honest. But 4 and 5 and 6, like, you know what I mean? Like, she's just, it's like a return to form. Every season she gets better and better and better. And it's amazing, dude. I loved the I was about to say I love the sack stuff this episode. I don't know if that's Sacrimony or we're talking Vito again, but I love the Sacrimony stuff this episode. It's I don't know how to describe it. You talk about, again, I'm not a fucking part of the mafia. I don't have fucking. I even talk about a little bit about this in like my Band of Brothers and the Pacific reactions. Like, I don't have a loyalty to like a group or an organization or anything like that. No, if I'm loyal to anyone in my life, it's the people I care about the most. It's my family. You know what I mean? So I respect the fuck out of someone like Sack, who has shown, or at least, you know what I mean, seems to be pretty goddamn faithful to his wife, cares about her, protects her, helps her, fucking stands by her, wants to do the best for her. You know what I mean? To the point where he would ruin his reputation a little bit in order to do that. Like, I respect that shit. Again, I'm not saying he's a good person. I'm not saying that, you know what I mean? If he was in front of me, I would punch him in the face because he's a piece of shit. But in that regard, I must say, like, a lot of respect there for him. And like, that's why I love Janet. Going back to the Janet stuff, that scene of in the house with you know what I mean, her fucking walking around like she owns the place because she does now. It's just so hilariously Janice. You know what I mean? Weenie, whining, begging for a piece of the pie, gets a piece of the pie, acts like she was owed it the entire time, rubbing it in her face and Ginny's face essentially. It was literally, Janice is like this episode is almost akin to like a little spoiled brat, like a fucking, you know, like one of the kids in like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory or some shit like that, like, to where like they're all like, mine, I want that one, and they get it, and that's, you know what I mean? There's a Janice right there. So iconic. Tony, obviously being Tony fucking Soprano, I don't think Tony has ever had a bad episode in the history of this fucking show. I don't think he's ever had a. Every single Tony storyline is like a 10 out of 10. I'm being quite honest. So I loved them. I loved the conversations with Melfi. You know, I've spoken about it a lot. Like, if you're putting a gun to my head, hey, nitpick The Sopranos a little bit. I would say that the second half of the series has had a lot less Melfi than I would have liked. And again, I understand why, especially, you know, some of the storylines like season 5 and shit like that. Like, there's no need for Melfi to be there in all episodes. Like, I'm not saying like shoehorn it in or anything like that. It's just on a personal, selfish level, those scenes are some of my favorite. But I think the season 6 has sort of returned to form a little bit, in my opinion. I feel like I've gotten a good, decent chunk of Melfi in a lot of episodes, and I love that so fucking much, man. I really do. I'm trying to think. In terms of, I don't know. See, in terms of like emotion about the episode, like, again, I wouldn't say I was close to crying or tearing up. Like, I wasn't close. But I mean, emotionally, this episode hit me pretty goddamn hard. Again, it's like, I don't know if this makes sense. Obviously, you know, I'm not a fucking mobster. You know what I mean? I'm not in any organized crime or anything like that. So like, looking at something like a Vito storyline, you know what I mean? I think a part of me is looking at it like, again, it's almost like, you fucking idiot. Like, a perfect life? Like, if I had the opportunity to fucking live a perfect life with a partner who I fucking loved and I just had to get a normal job and shit, like, I would be, you know what I mean? Sounds like paradise to me. And then just to fucking throw it away to get yourself killed. Jesus Christ. How are they doing it? Again, I've always just assumed Sopranos style, a quick pop to the head would fit for Vito, but what the fuck are you gonna do? I think that's gonna be it. I loved that episode. I can't say anything more positive about it. Real quick too, I didn't talk about her that much. I talked about everyone else in the episode. I'll talk about two things real quick actually before I go. I loved the Meadow scene again. Obviously, a very nice, again. I don't know, tying it to Tony stuff. Like, it feels like Tony has always felt that jealousy towards Janice. Not just jealousy, but like betrayal as well. You know what I mean? Feels betrayed that Janice left. Feels jealous that she had the balls to stand up to the mom. That, you know what I mean, she can put her foot down in front of the kids, you know what I mean, and make them do shit that certain way. I feel like I don't know. In terms of comforting his kids, you know what I mean, especially Meadow. It's like, I know he cares about his kids, you know, like, I'm not trying to float that, but like, he doesn't care. You know what I mean? Oh, just fucking let the mom handle it. It's like such a toxic. Obviously, I don't need to be the one to tell you guys that Tony and Carmela's relationship is toxic. I obviously don't need to tell you that. But it's genuinely like one of the worst offenders of like a relationship that's like, okay, look, you handle all of the hard shit, and I'll handle all the easy shit that I'm equipped to deal with, and then, you know what I mean. You have them hate you, or you comfort them, or you talk to them. I just want to fucking buy them shit and think that, let them worship me like I'm a god. You know what I mean? That's the vibe I get. And to summarize, I really like that Meadow scene. Again, I would assume we're gonna get a Meadow episode pretty goddamn soon. I don't see this relationship panning out well at all. So I don't really care. I don't care particularly. But you know, what are you gonna do? Something real quick, I do want to say, and obviously I would assume that at bare minimum, the final episode of the show is probably gonna be my longest episode of. It's probably gonna be the longest video on my channel, other than like movies, other than like the Godfather one that was like 2.5 hours or some shit. Maybe it was like 2 hours. I don't know. But I was just thinking back to, I think season 5, episode 9, Unidentified Black Males. I think that's a sleeper, like top episode for me. I think about it because I'm talking about Finn, or I'm thinking about Finn and Meadow and Vito. But that episode, like, the reason I bring up the length of the episodes is that's like sneakily the second longest video, or a second longest Sopranos video I've ever, you know what I mean? Only behind Whitecaps, and Whitecaps is Whitecaps, you know what I mean? So I was just looking through my Patreon just to see like the longest uncut, unedited reaction for Sopranos, and it's on Unidentified Black Males, and I just thought that was like, yes, like the episode's so good. Even like during when I was watching it and immediately after, like I was like, it was really good. I just wanted to bring that up. Again, this whole season has been fucking so solid and so incredible. The Carmela stuff, again, same thing as I mentioned a minute ago, like gun to my head, hey, you have to nitpick this amazing season of The Sopranos. Again, a season in which I think is arguably on its way to being my favorite season of the entire show. There's not been enough Carmela for me, but I'm okay with that. It's allowed other storylines to breathe as of right now. And again, if the show The Sopranos is ending, what do I have, 12 episodes or some shit like that? 10 or, I don't know, something like that. 11 maybe. Carmela's gonna have a huge part of the final couple episodes. She's gonna have a big, you know what I mean? She's gonna have a big part. So I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with what's going on. And when you have a show with as many amazing complex characters as The Sopranos does, you can't. There's only 13 episodes, you know, a season. There's more than 13 characters. It's not just as simple as every character gets one episode and that's it. No, you have to juggle certain storylines, and I feel like Carmela's storyline thus far this season has been very sort of slow building. A couple scenes here, a couple scenes there each episode, with this episode probably being the most we've gotten of her, I feel. Or off the top of my head. I might be forgetting a huge Carmela episode, and you guys are going to call me stupid for it, but I like... I don't want to say I like, but Tony's such a fucking piece of shit, and I like watching it. It's for some horrific way. And I love seeing how hypocritical and how... I love this show, man. I love this show. I think that's going to be it for me. I have yapped for quite long enough. Again, another fucking phenomenal episode of TV. I will see you guys next week for episode 11, season 6, episode 11. Oh, we're getting up there, man. We're running out of episodes. I will see you guys next week. Like I said, please have a good one. If you guys like the video, please drop a like and leave a comment. It really helps me out. I've got the full-length reactions up on Patreon. Obviously, like I said at the beginning of the video, I am already completely done the 6th season of The Sopranos. Check it out if you're interested. It is $10 a month. And finally, and most importantly, if you enjoy my content, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. Again, it really does help me out. I'll see you guys. You guys have a good one.